Hey, what's going on, Pat Station? Welcome to another edition of the Kansas Pat Talks Patriots podcast. Thursday is the first of the month. It is May 1st. We are a week from the draft. So the draft was last Thursday, April 24th, and now we are here now, a 1 week removed from the draft. I'm about to talk about some of these draft picks. And this show is going to be about the Patriots offseason additions on the offensive side of the ball. So it's going to be a series that we're going to do over the next few weeks. We're going to do the offense, special teams, and defense. But tonight we're going to start with the offense tonight. All the offseason offensive additions for the Patriots for 2025 offseason so far. So that's what we're going to start with tonight. So if y'all in here, go ahead, like I always say, go ahead, hit that like button. Please give me that thumbs up on YouTube. If you're on LinkedIn, make sure you share the content. YouTube, hit the thumbs up, give me that like, hit that like button. I really appreciate it. Also, make sure you are subscribed to the Kansas Talk Patriots podcast. Make sure you are subscribed and turn your post notifications on, man. First off, how y'all doing tonight? How you doing? How y'all doing, man? Got a lot to talk about. Off-season offensive additions. Off-season offensive additions. So, number one, Morgan Moses. Now, hold on. Well, let's go ahead and start off with the news of the day. Okay, yesterday I think we released Joe Cordell. Well, a couple days ago, Joe Cordano got released. Special, the Patriots long snapper, long term. He's gone. We cut him, and we kind of figured that was going to happen after the draft when we took Ashby in the seventh round, I believe. When we took the long snapper, I was kind of like, why are we taking a long snapper out of all the needs on this offense or on the team? Why are you going to use one of your draft picks on a long snapper? So it kind of raised my eyebrows. I saw a lot of stuff on Twitter in the media world too that maybe that's kind of crazy. What's going on with Joe Cardona? So couldn't find out. A couple days later, Joe Cardona gets released. He gets cut. Boston Gamer, what's up with you? What's up with you? So yeah, So that's why they cut on Cardona. He got released or whatnot. I don't know if his age or if it's physical or whatnot, but Vrabel's clearly coming in with a plan. He's getting rid of Belichick's guy. He's getting rid of whatever Mayo had. He's getting rid of all of that. It's a fresh start. Everybody thought when Vrabel was signed as the coach or whatnot, when he was hired, that he's going to be another Belichick. He's going to be like a Belichick disciple. No. One thing know about Coach Vrabel, he did not. He played up under Coach Belichick. He did not coach up under him. They are totally different. They're similar in some ways, like their demeanor a little bit is similar. The seriousness of the game and of the team is kind of like some things are similar of both of them, of Belichick and Vrabel. But Coach Vrabel is different. He's very different. Coach Vrabel's hands on. I like when he put the pads on. I heard Will Campbell knocked him on his butt a couple weeks ago during the pre-draft visit or whatnot. I think we went to LSU. So Vrabel and Belichick are two different people. But Vrabel is clearly bringing his guys on. He's getting rid of whatever the former regime had. He's getting rid of, and I love what Mike Vrabel's doing. Like it's time. He's building a new culture there. He's building a new culture. Like he's bringing in Spillane, Giddens, Stephon Diggs, Harold Landry. Like all these additions that we bring to Harold Landry and Spillane and getting those were defensive additions. But the all-season offensive additions, Stephon Diggs, Morgan Moses, bringing in Garrett Bradbury, Mac Hollins. I mean, those are some of them or whatnot. And then at the draft, Will Campbell, Travion Henderson, um, Cal Williams. Like those are some of the names that we about to get into for the night. The offensive addition, but clearly Mike Vrabel is clearly got this team like on the right track. All the reviews from the draft pundits and the media experts, they are praising the Patriots for their draft. They're praising the Patriots. But back to the Ashby selection, the seventh round, that was kind of head scratch. I was like, why are you at the opposite? You taking a long snapper, and we found out Cardano gets released. He's been released or whatnot. So Cardano, David Andrews, Jawan Bentley. Who else been released? I mean, Detroit White, he didn't get released. He just didn't resign him. Jonathan Jones also gone. Like, he's bringing in his own guys. We traded Devon Gottschall. Bill Belichick brought him in. Vrabel is bringing in his own guys. Man, he's trying to rebuild a whole coach. And I love what he's doing. I love it. I love what Vrabel's doing or whatnot, man. And I think it's going to work because we don't have nobody on the roster right now. I mean, Belichick drafted Stevenson. He drafted some of the guys that we still have, but the longest tenured Patriot right now is Cal Duggar. That's it. That he was a draftee of Belichick. That came out in 2020 draft. So really, the only people that still there is just the guy from the 2020 and 2021 draft, and so far on. That's it. Mondre, Cal Duggar, and a few other players. That's it. It's a whole new roster. It's a whole new roster, really. I think I seen today like you got like 27 new players or whatnot. So, and that's nothing because you still got undrafted guys, and some of them I like. I'm gonna get into the undrafted class here shortly. I think some of our undrafted free agents are going to make the team. Like guys like an Ian Larson or Efton Chisholm. I've been hearing about him a lot. So I like so far what they're doing, man. Make sure y'all if y'all in here with me, hit the like button, give me that thumbs up on YouTube. I really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. So I'm gonna get into the undrafted free agents in a minute, but Vrabel's bringing in his own guys, getting rid of some of the older, the one of the former regime. I love it. I love what Mike Vrabel's doing right now, man. Resetting the culture because you're not gonna never go nowhere. You still got people from the former culture here. And I mean, you can't. That's good, but you have to bring in your own culture. You gotta get rid of that the entitlement. Like you're not the same old Patriots no more. You're just not that team no more. Teams have gotten better. They've gotten younger. They've gotten more explosive, whatnot. You're not that team no more. So it was time to start something new. I like what they did last year. They kept most of Belichick's guys, but and then they kept most of Belichick guys, but that was really it. You didn't really tell a difference. Vrabel came in with a whole opposite game plan, got rid of most of Belichick's and Mayo's guys. He got his own guys in there. Might not be the big names or whatnot. It's not the big names, but still, so far so good, man. I like all the positive and all the everything that I'm hearing. Like it's sounds like everything's going pretty good. It sounds like things are going pretty good, man, for the Patriots, man. Like we're gonna do a schedule release show May 14th. Well, somewhere around that date. Don't know that's that. I think the schedule release date is May 14th. I believe it's that. Don't quote me on that. And we are gonna do a schedule release show, and we're gonna pick the games. And right now, just looking at the teams, I don't know when we're gonna play them, and I know you got the word you're gonna play, just don't know the day and the time. But right now, looking at the schedule, you got to play the NFC South. You got to play. AFC North. So you got some tough teams that you're gonna play. But if you split in your division, so Jets, Dolphins, Bills. Let's just say you split in that division. You win 3. You beat the Jets one time, beat Miami, beat Buffalo. You're 3. Okay, I seen a couple games. I looked at the schedule last time I looked. I seen a couple games. I can see them winning. So I think Vrabel alone with the talent, because we've added a lot of talent, and we're going to get into the offensive addition in a minute. We added a lot of talent on offense and defense. I think talent and better coaching, just that alone, I can see our floor being 7 wins. Our floor, 7. A floor of 7 wins. At best, I think we can win 10 games, and maybe even 11 if everything goes right. But I can see the Patriots winning 10 games this season. Just looking at the schedule, just off the eye test, I can see us winning 10. You know, every year it's always a game or two that you win that you shouldn't have won. It's always one that you lost that you shouldn't have lost. So, in saying all of that, I can see us winning 10 games. I can definitely see us winning, getting 10 W's. And maybe you get a couple more than that. Just got to see how it plays out, injuries and all that good stuff. But so far, so good, man. I just think coaching alone. Last year, they didn't have coaching. They did not have no coaching. It was young and experienced. It was all over the place. It was bad last year. Boston Gamers had broke Pats in the playoffs. I hope so, man. I sure hope so. I would love that. I would love that. Let's get into some of the additions on offense. Morgan Moses, Garrett Bradbury, Stephon Diggs, Mac Hollins. I like what they did on the offense, and then in the draft, Kyle Williams, Travion Henderson, Will Campbell. I think the draft was excellent. Free agency was good, mainly on defense, but free agency bringing in Morgan Moses from the Jets. He's one of the top rated right tackles last year. I got to go back and pull it back up, but he had a pretty good PFL number, PFL stat, PFL rating. I'm gonna say Morgan Moses was solid for the Jets last year, really solid. And like I always say, when you're playing tackle, if you don't hear your name getting called a lot, you're doing something right. You're doing something right. If you don't hear your name getting called a lot, you're doing something right. So I like what we did bringing in Morgan Moses. What's going on with you, dude?
What's up with you? Hold on.
Yeah, I like what we did bringing in Morgan Moses. I think that was solid. That was a solid move to bring him in. I think he's going to bring veteran leadership. No, the culture, which Ray was going to preach. Culture. He's going to bring that veteran. He's going to bring leadership. And just listening to his press conferences a couple back in February when we bring him in, you could just March last month, March 2 months ago when we bring him in, you could just tell like what he's been through. You could tell how bad he wants it. You just tell the man he is. I think there was a very under the radar signing, Morgan Moses. Hold on there, buddy. I don't know about that one now. I don't know about that Boston gamer. Pat go ahead and see. I wouldn't mind that either, but I don't know about that. We getting a little ahead of ourselves. But I can definitely see. I like the Morgan Moses sign at right tackle. If Will Campbell is a stud at left tackle, Morgan Moses can be all right at right tackle. He don't have to be great. Now, keep in mind, he is old. I think he's 34, 35. He's not going to be around forever. It's a 3-year deal, but I think it's probably going to be like a 1-year deal with him. But who I think Morgan Moses at right tackle, if he can stay healthy, he's been healthy for the most part of his career. Morgan Moses, Will Campbell, Michael Winyu, probably Bradbury at center, and your offensive guard, maybe Layden Robinson or Cole Strange, however that pans out. You got something there. You're definitely building something. You're building towards something. That offensive line looks real good. I'm all ahead of myself. Yeah. Offensive line looks really good, man. It looks a lot better last year when you had Vadarian Lowe, DeMontre Jacobs, David Andrews, then you had it was bad last year. Let's just call it what it is. The offensive line was very bad last year. Michael Wingy was playing right tackle, then right guard, and left guard. He was all over it was bad. And you hope that your second year players can take a leap. Layden Robinson, Jalen Pope, Javon Baker, they can't be no worse than what they were. Javon Baker went all year, had 1 catch. Jalen Pope had what? Not a lot of catches, had a couple touchdowns, but he didn't do much. You hope they can be better than that. If you can get a jump or a leap from your second year players, you're doing something. You cook it, you're doing something. Let's just hope. Now, this is looking real good, though. I agree. I can see a playoff spot, and then we can go from there. Agree. That's more realistic. Mac Hollins, I think he's going to bring veteran leadership in the room. He's a big X wide receiver. Big X wide receiver. He's the biggest receiver, biggest and tallest receiver you're going to have. So I think he's much needed. I think he'll make the roster as a special teams guy, probably as a 6th wide receiver, 5th, 6th wide receiver. I think he will make the roster because he's the biggest receiver you got. And he gives you something different. He's a tradition. He's going to be your X. So I think he is 31, 32 years old. He played up on the Josh McDaniels with the Raiders. So there's some familiarity there. So I think that's going to be good there having him, having Mac Hollins. And he's been pretty productive. He was productive with Josh Allen last year. I think he's a solid option at receiver as your X. I think it'd be good to keep him. He's your biggest receiver. All your other receivers are under 6 foot. So you need some size there. You need some kind of change up there. Garrett Bradbury, the center out of Minnesota, from a first-round pick. He struggled last year. He wasn't good last year. He kind of struggled. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with him. How does he rebound from last season? He didn't really have a good. He didn't have a good last year with the Vikings. It was a wonder why they were trying to trade him. I always raise my eyebrow when teams are trying to trade players and it's like nobody wants him more. He's a former first-round pick. Then they end up cutting him. He signed with the Patriots like within a day. So it tells you right there the Patriots weren't going to trade for him. But they're like, hey, they're probably going to cut him anyway, so keep him. So Garrett Bradbury. He's a name to watch during offseason and during training camp. Because he's going to be in a battle with Jarrett Wilson. Well, he's going to be in a battle with Wilson, the center that we just drafted out of Georgia. A lot of people think Wilson can win that battle outright. A lot of people feel that way, that Wilson can win that battle outright. And then if you do, you got 2 young guys on the offensive line, probably even 3 if Layden Robinson wins that starting left guard spot. You could be looking at it from Will Campbell, rookie, second-year player Layden Robinson, Jarrett Wilson at center, and then Michael Wingy with Morgan Moses. So your starting left side could be pretty young now. So that's going to be interesting to see how the offensive line plays out this offseason, especially that left side. You know, Will Campbell's your left tackle. We know that. Left guard can be, is it going to be Wilson or is it going to be Strange? Because I heard that you could move Wilson. If Garrett Barber's going to be at center, I think Elliot Wolf said that Wilson could play guard. So I'm hoping Lennon Robinson and some of these year two players take them year two leaps. That's the hope. If you get year two leaps from Robinson, May, Polk, whatever you can get from Baker, that's good. That's real good. That's a good sign right there. I think Lennon Robinson, if he can make a year two leap, that'll be good. That'll be good. Whereas Pupo's not on my show. I did a draft show at Pupo last week, so he's not on this show. Go check out that draft show I did with Pupo a couple. I think it was last week for the draft, a couple weeks ago for the draft. If you want to see some more Pupo, go check out that show, and make sure you are subscribed to it too. Appreciate it. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like it too. Jamari, what's going on with you, bro? The center we picked up in the 4th round is going to push for left guard. Yeah, I can see that. They say he can play left guard. Yeah, so he could possibly play left guard. So that'd be pretty neat if he can do that. It'd be real good if he can do that. Moving on, Garrett Bradbury, like I said, center from Minnesota. Hopefully he can. Hopefully he wins it. If not, I mean, I think Wilson will take over the center we got for Georgia. He'll be a center. So I think he'll be in good shape there. 1 or 2 will be there. I want to see how Bradbury rebounds from not a good season with the Vikings. I think they say he was a good run blocker, but not good in the pass. No, I think he was a good pass blocker, but not so good against the run. I think that's what it was. That was the knock on Bradbury. So we'll figure out that. We'll find that out soon. What's going on with you, D? Coming on late. You have some technical difficulty. Here's D. He's on now.
Man, I'm on the tablet, man. I couldn't figure out how to rotate it. I was like,
God. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You good. Let me see. Yep, the transition, him to center, since what we have is a short-term solution. We're just going over the off-season additions on the offensive off-season additions, man. Which one stands out to you just on offense with the draft and free agents on offense? Which move stands out to you that you like the most?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs, man.
Yeah, I'm glad you. That's good. It's a good look. I'm glad you got into that. He was my next player I'm about to talk about. Stephon Diggs. That could be the cherry on the top move. A lot of people forgot about him because of some fact we had a good draft. We got Cal Williams. We're gonna get into in a second. We made some other moves, and the Stephon Diggs move kind of really flew up on the radar. Is he gonna be ready? Is he not? I think he will be ready week 1 in September. I even think he'll be ready sometime in training camp. If you look at how he's doing right now, and I watch his IG. I watch his IG very closely. If you look at what he's doing right now, how he's moving. I mean, training camp is about 2 months away. Oh, today's May 1st. So we're a little over 2 months from training camp. Stephon Diggs should be ready. Now, I don't know if he's football ready for contact, but you should see he should be doing some type of drill, some probably non-contact drill, something like that. And then, we are May, June, July. We got 4 months to the season start. Plenty of time. I think Diggs will be there week 1, and Schefter actually reported that whenever we first got him. Go ahead, D.
Yeah, man. Like Diggs, my main reason why I say that's my favorite addition, just a veteran presence, like someone that got good reputation in the league, someone that, been playing at a high level for a long time, where he had like 6 straight 1K seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So, we got younger guys. We got a bunch of young guys on the team. I mean, Kendrick Bourne ain't gonna move the needle for them. Like, you get a guy like Stephon Diggs in there that can teach Pope, Baker, newest addition, Kyle Williams, techniques and stuff like that. Man, that can go a long way. Like, it's good to have a good veteran in your ear, and I hope they, follow his footsteps.
Agreed. Bradbury can't be any worse than stranger at center. That was a patchwork at best. We're gonna see about Cole Strange, man. He was hurt most of last year, man. Let's see how the count battle go. Go ahead.
Stranger's a small sample size at center. I mean, I ain't think he played terrible.
I was about to say that we just got it's gonna be that. Hey, we talk about the wide receiver battle or whoever the depth chart's gonna be interesting. I think the offensive line, like the left guard position too, with Strange, Robinson, Wilson, like it's gonna be interesting. Desmond Harris. Really want to see what we get out of Cal Williams. He looks like a sneaky wide receiver one. I think I seen something today. No, I was watching Barth and Lazar yesterday on Catch 22. And I think Barth said, or no, I think Lazar, it might have been one of them said that they think Williams can be a low end one or number two. So the fact they even mentioned a low end one, that's freaking good. That's freaking good, man. The fact they're even mentioning that, because I didn't think they would say it, but the fact they're even mentioning that, and I just yesterday hearing that wasn't the first time I heard it either. I actually look at the scouting reports when these guys get drafted, and they say he has the potential to be that or whatnot, especially on us, on the Patriots, where we really don't have no one right. I mean, this probably is a one, probably a mid one now because of the age and things like that, and coming off the injury. But I think just having Stephon Diggs out there, it's gonna make everybody else's life so much easier, whatnot, because they're gonna have to respect him. I think Diggs is still gonna be really good. He might not be Minnesota or Buffalo Pete good, or he might not be that explosive. But I think just having him out there, it's going to help out. And I like I said, with Diggs, even if he's 95, 85, 90%, that's better than anything you got so far. We don't know about Cal Williams yet, but that's better than anything you got. And I think the biggest person that's going to benefit from Diggs being out there is DeMario Pop Douglas. Go.
Yeah, man, I agree with you. Like, just having Dez out there, like, I look at it like, I mean, I think he'll be better than this, but how important Adam Thielen is in Carolina. Like, Adam Thielen will have some big games in Carolina.
Oh, I think he'd be better. He gonna be better than what
Yeah,
Thielen
yeah,
was.
yeah. But like just being that like safety blanket for your quarterback, I feel like Dez, he's still another nuance at getting open and stuff like that. So
And Thielen was real, not no slide. Thielen was real solid for Panthers last year. Real solid for them. So, but I think we got a lot of guys that are real solid. We need some dogs. You know what I mean? We need that alpha or whatnot. And I think we would have took Adam Thielen production last year from somebody because hell, he was daggone good. I think Pop Douglas. I think he's gonna be the biggest beneficiary from having a Stephon Diggs. And then what if we get Diggs? And if I know the hype train on I was about to say Ethan Chisholm, but Cal Williams is at an all-time high right now. But let's wait till we get him in the count because once the pads are off, everybody look good. Let's see how he looks when the pads come on and things like that. We need. I mean, let's see how he looks when the pads come on and whatnot. So I think with Cal Williams, the way he plays, like okay, N'Keal Harry, if y'all remember, he was a big possession contested catch guy. That stuff never works in the league. Never works in the league. And he couldn't run routes. He was real stiff. He was slow. He basically like a big tight end out there. Tyquan Thornton was a complete opposite. Tall, long, ripped, blazing fast. Couldn't really run routes. Couldn't really take contact. Couldn't stay healthy. I think Cal Williams is a blend of both of them. He's not the biggest, but he can go up and he can make some catches, and he's fast. He ran like a 4. I think was he 4.4 in the combine, something like that. So he's pretty fast. He's one of the best fast receivers, and he's explosive. Got some good feet work. I think we haven't had Cal Williams, a Cal Williams type receiver that could do it all. We haven't had that. He can go deep. He can do intermediate. He can make contested catches. He can do a lot. So I think Diggs, he looks up to Stephon Diggs. So basically, Diggs is kind of like a clone to him or whatnot. So having both of them on the field, and he's going to be able to learn from him, I think the sky's the limit. Because now you got guys that can separate. Diggs can separate. And he's still be able to separate even without the injury and the age. Cal Williams can separate. Pop Douglas, we know he can separate. I think you got 3 legit separators right now, and this going to do wonders for Drake May.
I think it's you. And you just mentioning all that separate. You said separate 3 times for 3 receivers. Matt, I'm imagining them 3 on the field together, man.
Now you're gonna be small, but I mean, hey, Josh McDaniels' offense, he like that, and McDaniels like to rotate wide receiver and use a lot of receivers. So we see here going. We don't know who the receiver. I mean, it might be 7 receivers that possibly could. I say 6 because last year they carried 7. You remember because it was Bourne. Bourne was on PUP to start the year, I think. So last year it was Tyquan Thornton, KJ Osborne, Pop Douglas, Booty, Polk, Baker. Last year they carried 6 receivers. It was 6 wide receivers last year. So and then when Bourne came back, I think they still they didn't trade or cut nobody whatnot. They kept it like that. And then I think they cut Osborne towards the end of the year, and then Tyquan Thornton too. They end up getting moving on from both of those guys at different parts of the year last year. So that still left you with what 5 receivers. But for the most part last year they had like 7 receivers active. You remember? And sometimes they wouldn't. Well, they had them on an active roster, but a lot of times they didn't have them active all on game day. So I can see us keeping 6. Mac Hollow's probably your last receiver because he does special teams. But I just keep thinking about this. If Javon Baker and Jalen Pope have Kayshawn Booty count like he had last year, and they have production like Booty had last year. If Baker and Pope come on and they mentally and they're physically they playing, they looking real good, it's gonna be real tough. It's gonna be because now you're looking at probably cutting Booty and Bourne and keeping Hollins, Diggs, Pop, Williams, Pope, Baker. I think that might be your best case scenario. If your 2 rookies from last year can take that year 2 leap, and they ain't got to be much because they were so bad last year. Just anything they do this year be good this offseason. And yeah, I mean, they were so bad. I think Pope had what? How many catches Pope had? Like 15 catches, something like that. It won a
But
lot.
Pope had a good camp though last year, so I
Huh?
mean,
Yeah,
I
yeah. Pope had a good count.
and I think like I can say that like I think Kyle Williams will have a good camp just because of his ability to separate. Like I just think that right there gonna make him have a good camp because I look at what he was doing to people in the Shrine Bowl with pads on and stuff like that, and separation translates to the league. You just got it's more of a mental thing at the receiver position. Like you get in your head. We seen that with Pope, man. So
I
I
cannot wait to see the count battles, man. Just
yeah,
the one-on-ones and the team knows it's gonna be interesting because they're gonna let you know every day who's looking good, who looks good, who looks good, who looks good. So I can't wait to get into that, man. Real quick before I get about it, Drake May did speak today. I do want to go over that a little bit. What really stood out to you? What stood out to me was the fact that I was listening to his conference and he was like, I think they asked him a question about what are some things he's working on you too. I think he said protecting the football. I love that. That really stood out to me. Protecting the ball, knowing when to like not forcing and things like that. Check it down, and that's a lot with McDaniel's offense is going. McDaniel they're gonna preach that into him. They're gonna make sure he knows. Hey, like Vrabel said when he got the job, be aggressive, not reckless. I love that one. That was good. You got be he wants him to be aggressive, but not reckless. That means take care of the ball. I like what May said today. He seemed like he's pumped for the new additional offense. You got him a couple receivers, you got the offensive line. So one thing I want to say is I think that there's no more. I'm not gonna say we had excuses for him last year, but we didn't really blame May last year because of what he was working with, and he wasn't really working with a lot last year. He made that look real good. I think this year Drake May, like the bar is high now because we saw what you can do with a bad roster. So now, and you elevate a bad roster. Now we got you some pieces, and I know it's not the greatest skill position core, but it's much better than last year. I
yeah,
actually think if everything comes together, let alone what you get from Polk and Baker, and they're getting a year 2. Now all of a sudden, if you get year 2 bumps from Layden Robinson, Polk and Baker, your last 2 draft classes look real good. And I mean, I'm gonna throw in Jaheim Bell. Who knows? Some of these guys that come out of nowhere, man. But it's on May. It's on May now. Like we got no. It's no more excuse. Like it's on you now. You got a ball. And I'm just like I said, he's young as year 2, but like we're not gonna have the same excuse making like we did last year. We threw stuff out the door when he turned the ball over, or we lost the game, or he got whatever happened. We're like, okay, well, he ain't really got much. I think now, especially with all the coverage that the media and the pause that the media is giving us, a lot of pressure's on May. He said there's no pressure. I think there's a lot of pressure on May to really look good with what we got because we're clearly investing in him. Belichick would never done all that with Vrabel and what we've done so far. We're clearly investing in him. So I'm expecting a big year 2 from Drake May.
I agree with you, man. Uh, I look at it like I mean, you could tell he excited about
Yeah, he's pumped. That's
with
what
all
we're
the pieces that been brought in from free agency to draft class, and like how you said, man, like we seen what he can how he can elevate a bad roster around him. Uh, I just, I mean, I ain't never been so confident in the quarterback since Tom Brady. I mean, we ain't have too many quarterbacks
We
like
haven't
that.
had it. I mean, Matt Jones' rookie year was kind of like a daggone, kind of like a catfish. It was fake. It fooled us. So who knows, man? Who know? Who freaking knows, man? Because Matt Jones' rookie year was like, dang. But I think they kind of was holding Matt back. They kind of babysitted him a little bit too. Matt was getting babysitted. He held him back.
Yeah,
Like, so Drake May, I don't think they held him back last year. Well, he didn't really run a lot last year, but I think McDaniel's going to put him on the move, going to run him. Because he saw what Cam, I mean, you remember the COVID year, Cam Newton was running the ball, looked real good. So even with May running, it's going to have an added, it's going to bring an added dimension to this team. I love it, man. I think our over-under this year, probably, we're going to have a schedule release show. Also, got some news this year, Lord willingly, if everything works out. This year, to start, I was waiting to break it as we got close. About, I feel good about breaking it now. During the season, every Sunday, we will be doing watch parties live on the stream. Watch parties every Sunday. I know we might. Well, the schedule come out in a couple weeks, so we don't know. But if assuming it's a Sunday, we'll be doing watch parties all year long. So whatever time we play, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock will be nighttime. A live watch party. Come on and check your boys out, man. We'll be having some watch parties or whatnot. So come on, drop a gift, drop some comments, come party up, and we'll watch party for the whole game every Sunday for 17, 18 weeks during the year. Hey, hopefully it's 20 weeks. We can go to Super Bowl and win it. But I do want to have watch parties. I'm gonna start watch parties this year, live watch parties. Now, keep in mind, we cannot show the game. I can't show the game. So if y'all don't have, the ability to watch the game or whatnot, don't know what to tell you about that. But we will be we'll be having watch. Can't show the game. I can get in trouble for that. We will be having live, chop it up watch parties and we sit back watching the game all together, man. So y'all come in and chop it up, and that's gonna be it for me. I can't go outside about that. But we'll be doing that during the season in September. I might do it in preseason too. We'll be doing watch parties though. But go ahead, dude.
oh yeah, man. I, I like that, man. I'm with you on the watch party.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. I've never really done it, but I'm like, I got my show up and running now. The content's getting there, getting a big audience. So like, let's just step it up a notch. We do watch parties during the season. It's gonna be real fun. Want to grow it as much as I can, man. So watch parties during the season, man. Make sure we got a ways to be get. Got about 4 or 5 months to be get there. But watch parties starting week 1. Might do some preseason games too, man. That's gonna be real fun.
Yeah,
But I think with May, like I think May can have, and I know they say the sophomore slump and year 2 leap. I don't really believe in. I don't think he can have a sophomore slump because his rookie season was good and he didn't even play the whole year. So I'm banking on trajectory. If you look at how he looked with the little bit we had around him, now he got pieces. That bar goes. So I think he's gonna be even better. That's all I'm saying.
I'm with you on that. I think Drake May, the sky's the limit for the kid, man.
I don't sit there and they babysit Matt because he didn't have the best of throwing talent. True. So it's gonna be very interesting to see, man, what happens during the season. And I'm ready for training camp. I just want to stay healthy, get the training camp, get through all. I don't OTAs are going on now. Rookie mini camp is next weekend. So not through the 11th. Rookie mini camp. I think I seen a report that on Twitter. Now I think they got mandatory mini camp the first week of June. Then training camp is in July. So really, we're about we're like 2.5 months of training camp. Time flying. 2.5 months of training camp, man. So I can't wait, man. You got anything else, bro? Oh, we talked about it. Joe Cardano got released. Well, I ain't want to spend too much on long snapper, man. But how'd you feel about that, man?
Vrabel ain't bullshitting. Playing
Yeah,
around.
Vrabel's not playing. He's not. I mean, he's bringing, like I said to start the show off, he's bringing in his own guys. He's setting a new culture. He's getting rid of everybody. So if he can get rid of all these tenure, the guys we've gotten rid of, Jalen Poe and Javon Baker, it ain't gonna be nothing to get rid of them.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly
They're on
what
the hot. Listen, they have to have a tremendous, not just training camp, tremendous offseason, OTA, mini camp, all that.
preseason
Huh?
gonna be the final straw.
Oh yeah, if they make it a preseason.
I think that.
Because at the rate, hey, it seems like, hey, you could just check your phone, somebody get cut or released or something.
Hey.
So I mean, Hey, make sure y'all hit that like button. If y'all ain't hit the like button, make sure you subscribe to the Kings Pat Stop, man. Really appreciate it. But yeah, man, like Jalen Pope, Javon Baker, this it for them. Like, and it's crazy. It's only year two. And I give like Baker, I think Baker has way more upside than Pope. So I give him a little slack because he really didn't get the playing time last year. But why didn't he get the play time? Was it mentally? Was it what? I mean, he wasn't getting the playbook. This year, everybody got a clean start. Baker physically, just on the one catch he had against the Buffalo Bills, you could just see the explosiveness or whatnot. If he can keep his head on straight, boy, it would do us wonders if we can get it don't both of them and don't have to go off. It could just be one of them, Poker Baker. You don't need both. I mean, of course, if both they're good, but if one you can get something from one of them, that's good, man. So it's gonna be interesting battles at wide receiver, interesting battles at offensive line, and I think that's what Vrabel wanted to bring was competition. So I can't wait, man. I can't. I'm ecstatic. Keep in mind too, like I said, we are entering into a little bit of like the draft was last week, so we enter in. We're about to enter in a little bit of slow time. Or the main slow time come. Well, right now you got NBA playoffs going on. It's not gonna be a lot of NFL news going on. Not gonna be a lot of Patriots news. But hey, we still gonna be here at least about twice a week. Y'all got to make sure your notifications on. We'll still try to bring y'all some of the latest news, information. We're gonna be doing shows. Well, I'm gonna be doing shows, and hopefully Deacon join. If not, I'll still be coming on here with you guys at least about once, twice a week, just to put some content out. Training camp is really gonna pick up, so bear with us during this time right now. We're gonna try to come on about 2 times a week. Of course, if news break, it'll be more, but we'll try to do about 1 or 2 shows a week, and then when training camp comes, we're gonna be at it. It's gonna be wide open during training because there's gonna be a lot of news going on. You got preseason, the season's like it's full throttle. So but right now it's a little bit slow. So we're trying to get in about 1, 2 shows, and also if there's nothing to talk about, we're gonna come on up. I'm still gonna come over here and still talk. You always can make some content and make some shows about something. So that's what we're gonna be doing and whatnot. We are gonna transition a little bit to not just Patriots, but we're going to be talking NFL too, how other teams did, things like that, just to make some shows and whatnot to keep things afloat. But make sure y'all stay with us all summer long, all season long, man, and stay with me, man, because we're going to be doing some big things and whatnot, man. You got anything left, bro?
Nah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So it was a good show. Had a bunch of y'all in here. Hey, that's going to be it for tonight. We will see y'all, if not end of the week, probably the beginning of next week. But like I said, who knows, man? News be coming out of nowhere. Comes out of nowhere, man. So who knows? But if we don't see the rest of the week to be the beginning of next week, I might hop on live this weekend. I don't know, but we'll see. But hey, make sure your notifications are on. Turn your post notifications on for when we do go live, and make sure them post notifications are on, man. Because sometimes it does come up out of nowhere. But like I said, we're gonna try to do about 1 or 2 shows a week going forward. Probably the beginning of the week and the end of the week. And then, like I said, things comes up, we'll probably hop on middle of the week or anything like that. We're gonna try, but the main goal is about 2 shows a week. We're gonna try to do, man. So stay with us, man. Be patient, man. Make sure notifications on, man. I appreciate y'all, and y'all have a good one, man. Appreciate it, bro.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yes, sir.